Right, so blow up. Oh yeah, you just burn that
Bullshit. Are you?
I tell my brothers I love them cause where I come from I know I might not see them again. We spin the block and big bro told me reload the clip, little nigga we spinning again. I'm sending shots to this head cause my pop always told me to screw you guys.
Cześć, kolejne miejsce, kolejny odcinek, tym razem Filadelfia i Kensington. Wiem, że dużo filmów było właśnie zrobionych właśnie w Kensington i kilka też polskich przez polskich youtuberów, no ale chciałem pokazać to, jak to wygląda z mojej strony, czyli Hood Vibes Only. Ja to już byłem tam 2 lata temu, nie wiem dlaczego nie wydałem filmu. Spędziliśmy tam 14 godzin, i dzień i noc, dużo się działo, no, zrezygnowałem z pewnych powodów. W każdym razie teraz widzę, że są bardzo duże różnice. W przeciągu 2 lat dużo się zmieniło. Od ponad roku jest tam nowy major Filadelfii i robi czystki. Widać to gołym okiem, jest około 10%, według mnie około 10% tego, co było wcześniej. Dużo mniej ludzi bezdomnych, o wiele więcej patroli policyjnych, wcześniej praktycznie nie było, tylko stały samochody w poszczególnych jakichś tam hotspots. Teraz chodzą non-stop. Czasami to było tak, że w ciągu 10 minut 5 razy przeszedł jakiś tam patrol, więc nie ma tego syfu, tyle śmieci, nie ma szczykawek, igieł porozrzucanych, więc no, jakbym chciał, to mógł to wyolbrzymić, zrobić to tak, jak to pokazują na TikTokach, ale po co, no nie? To samo dotyczy Skid Row, też już od ponad roku robią czystki, przesiedlają ludzi do Saint Bernardino, o czym tam nikt nie wspomina, tylko każdy pokazuje to w taki sposób, jakby to tam było. No naprawdę jest, nie powiem, no jest źle, ale nie tak jak było, nie jest taka masakra. To samo dotyczy też Figueroa Street, ta ulica prostytucji w Los Angeles. Byłem tam wiele razy. No, oczywiście szukałem pimpów, żeby porozmawiać. Według internetu jest tam chyba kilkaset dziewczyn. Na TikToku to wiadomo, są tylko zrobione takie krótkie filmiki, że masz wrażenie, że tam jest naprawdę cała ulica tych dziewczyn, a tak naprawdę na kilku milach było po prostu może 20-30. A byłem tam i w dzień, i w nocy, i rano. Dobra, wróćmy do Kensington. Będziemy na K&A Hood, właśnie tutaj, gdzie przecina się Kensington Avenue i Allegheny Avenue, stąd też właśnie ta nazwa K&A. Będziemy również tu w Needle Park. Kiedyś tam było naprawdę źle, teraz jest, jak wam pokażę. No nic, bez żadnego ściemniania, będzie Zombieland. K&A kiedyś w latach 50. tam działali irlandzki gang, Northeast Philly, Irish Mobs. Podobno, że do dzisiaj działają. To samo, że w okolicach jest i Sausage Posse, czyli polski gang, który jest rywalem właśnie tego irlandzkiego gangu. Podobno, że do dzisiaj działają, ale nie znalazłem potwierdzenia pośród ludzi, z którymi rozmawiałem. Jak wygląda Kensington teraz? Też jest tych dużo ludzi, którzy handlują drogami praktycznie na większości rogów stoją, możecie ich tam zobaczyć i co miałem przyjemność, ale no wiadomo, że nie pokazałem na kamerze. Co tam jeszcze miałem mówić? Chciałem to jak najszybciej to opowiedzieć, skrócić, bo miałem dużo do powiedzenia. Tym bardziej, że no naprawdę dużo tam czasu spędziłem przed nagrywką tą. Byłem jeszcze 2 dni wcześniej. Też szukałem kontaktów i tak dalej, i tak dalej. Ale nie chcę tutaj przynudzać, tylko chcę jak najszybciej przejść do sedna. Więc no to dużo prawdopodobnie pominę różnych informacji typu skąd fentanyl, co to jest, bla 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 bla. To możecie dowiedzieć się na przykład Urbex History czy inne kanały tam YouTube, które zrobiły właśnie w tej okolicy. U mnie zobaczyć ten vibe i oczami właśnie tych ludzi, którzy tam mieszkają, prawda? A jeszcze jedna sprawa. Akurat tutaj miałem okazję nagrać ze Skrilla. Wielu z was może zna właśnie tego rapera. Niestety wszystko kosztuje, więc jeśli oglądałbym jakiś potencjalny sponsor lub ktoś, kto chciałby jakąś współpracę ze mną, to proszę napisać na Instagramie prywatne wiadomości. Miałem również i mam nadal możliwość z Black Mafia Family, z niczym nagrać film, niestety to też kosztuje, i z T Grizzly. Wiadomo, takie oferty będę miał coraz częściej, propozycje, ale tak mówię, dużo filmów też mam na żółty dolar, więc nie mam płacone, więc lecimy. Dobra, miłego oglądania.
Okay. Listen, man, you got RICCO here, you know what I mean? Next up and coming artist out of Kensington, Philadelphia, but you know I'm repping the K big time, you know what I mean? Throw the Z's, I throw Z's all day, you know what I mean? Kensington is not as bad as people make it seem, and it's not the cover of the book that they've made, but it still ain't sweet out here. And for example, you still do have evil ass people out here, you know what I mean? But this is the story of, what's your name, brother?
Jamie do things.
Jamie?
Get things done.
This is more of the dark side of Kenzo.
This is more of a dark side of Kenzo. I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
What happened with you, bro?
I was on the train, the last train running.
If you can't,
I'll help you out with whatever I can.
what he's saying,
Like
because
his
he's not.
pronunciation?
Yeah,
I
his
got you.
pronunciation.
I got
So
you.
just tell the camera what he's saying.
Talk to me, and I'll tell them what, or whatever you want to say.
Well, this is what happened. The last train, I was waiting for the last train that ran for the night until they start back up at 5 a.m.
Everything up was he was sleeping on a train,
Yeah.
and
Well, I
it
wasn't
was
sleeping.
he was
just-
sitting on a train, and there was
Right.
people next to him that I guess wanted what he had, thought he had something nice, so they tried to fill his pockets. But that's
Yeah.
when he
The
like got
initiator
up.
thought he
That's
was
when-
asleep.
Yeah, that's when he got up and he
When
tried to
I've been
stop
in the
them.
night, I've seen
Yeah.
many people trying to rob one
Yeah,
another.
and then he tried to stop him, but it's
initiator was
Philly.
the guy.
So.
Kensington is not what everybody try to make it,
It
seem
really-
like
Not
it
that
to be.
bad.
You get what I'm saying? This is one of the one and only neighborhoods in Philadelphia that I know
No
that a
one's above
stranger can
random
come,
mugging or being
where a random stranger can come down a block, whereas a bunch of young bulls with ski masks want to ask for directions and they actually get the directions, or ask, can I for $2-3 and get the $2-3, or even tell a person your story from out here. You might tell a random person your story just to get it off your chest, and now you got a place to stay for a couple days. I'm talking about that's the type of love that you find in this neighborhood.
Absolutely. I've met a lot of great people, not
Yeah.
safe.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, you too, man.
Okay.
Good luck with
Be safe, bro.
you.
What are you, Polish?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Bobby? Well, he ain't getting y'all. He ain't recording y'all.
That's the shoes.
He might be recording her. She is beautiful. Hey, beautiful.
Yeah, bro. So tell me meaning of the shoes on cables, because it's very common here in Kensington. You can see almost everywhere.
So, like, I ain't even gonna hold you though. Now that shit don't mean nothing. Like, it don't mean nothing. It's probably just little kids playing around, right or wrong, bro. But back in the day, it meant that it was a way of symbolizing or signifying a trap house. You know what I'm saying? So me and my little brother had a trap crib. We would throw our sneakers up on the lawn in front of the trap crib to let people know this is where that this is our joint and this is where you go to get your shit. You know what I mean? That's what that shit is. I want you to stay neither beside him or in front of him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just the case of thing. You feel me?
Yeah, I've seen the other guy. He look at your back as well.
You seen him?
Yeah,
over there looking at it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, right?
Yeah.
You got Prada sunglasses on,
Yeah.
right? Are those Prada?
Prada.
No,
You got them. Put them on.
You chillin'.
You would listen.
You're not
You
gonna let that
see this?
happen.
I mean, like you, it's okay. But I just want you to understand and be safe. You feel me? You also have your bag on. You mean this bag? There, dude, like, listen up.
Crazy.
This is Needle Park.
Yeah.
Needle Park. They call this joint Needle Park.
They used to have this, they like back before the kids used to be over here and play and all that, like
Cookouts over here.
you mean cookouts, all types of shit. Hella barbecues, hella barbecues over here, not no more. You get what I'm saying? They do got like a playground in the back though, where it's gated off, but yeah, I ain't gonna judge nobody that let their kids come and play over there, but not really nobody let their kids come play over here, cause it's like I said, the name self-explanatory, Needle Park. You know what I mean? There'd be a bunch of needles everywhere, cause the fiends come here and they shoot up. They be living out here for real. Now they've been cleaning it up. Anymore, I ain't gonna lie, this joint was hella good today though, don't it? Yeah, like they had to just clean up. You feel me? They had to just clean this joint up, cause literally.
Tell me about Badlands. What is Badlands exactly? What's
Badlands is Badlands. Badlands is the Badlands.
The name speaks for itself, like.
Yeah, but which neighborhoods, which part of Philly?
What part of Philly is the Badlands? It's like North Philly, kind of where we at right now.
Like, the Badlands, you gonna see everything like you gonna dream of seeing down there. Like you got homeless people on the floor, like you got people picking up.
We technically in the Badlands right now, right? Yeah, that's what niggas consider Kensington the Badlands for real. They consider, how he just said, everything, brother. My little brother just said, like, you gonna see everything down there. Like you, like my man. I know y'all know who Skrilla is, and my man turning up. He the biggest in the world. He gonna be the biggest in the world. He is the biggest in the world right now, and he opening up lanes and doors for the kids and the people with dreams that come from out of here. I mean, it means a lot for us to have somebody like that coming from here, because it let us know that, like, cause all right, put it like this, like I hopped off the porch kind of late, I'd say. You feel me? As far as selling dope and shit like that, you feel me? I probably hopped off the porch. I was probably like 15, 16. Feel me? When I started playing with guns and shit like that, right? But when I started really like making money and shit, I'd say I was a little late. I was around like 17, 18. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry. Like, but like, it's cause I felt like, you mean that's what I had to do, or that was the only thing to do. When you grow up seeing motherfuckers do it all the time, right? That's what you just feel like is the normal. But I was blessed with parents that worked hard. You get what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I'm not the type young boy, like, to be honest, I'm not the type to have to be out here. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I'm not nowadays. Like, I probably stopped selling dope around like 2022 maybe, I think. Now, it was a time in my life where I felt as though I did have to, you get what I'm saying? But it was also a time where I was just doing it just to be greedy.
And it's every corner almost, people selling drugs here.
Every corner. Y'all see where we at, y'all see this place, man.
Yeah.
Imagine coming up in that, like, it's gonna make you hard, but it also makes you, it helps you to be able to empathize and sympathize with other people. I remember I seen this experiment one time on YouTube, right, bro? This one was crazy, right? White dude, he was a homeless man, right? And he was just asking for money. And they did an experiment on how many people and what color of their skin it was that gave him money. Guess who it was that gave him all the money? You know who. You mean? The blacks, the Mexicans, the Hispanics. You get what I'm saying? And what I take from that is because we know the struggle. We know what it feels like. Okay, I might not have never been homeless, or none of them might have never been homeless how he was, but you know what I mean? We understand the struggle. We know what it feels like.
8 times out of 10, if you growing up in Philly, like, you're gonna be growing up in poverty. It's gonna be shit that you see that you don't wanna see. There's gonna be shit that you hear that you don't wanna hear. And there's gonna be certain situations that you put yourself in that you don't wanna find yourself in that predicament. But it's just like, it's Philly, you feel me? So like, you just out there, you're gonna have to adapt to the changes, or you just gonna have to, you feel me? You're gonna have to roll.
It's gonna be an eat or be eaten situation.
That's like he says, an eat or be eaten situation. That's just Philly. Like, it used to be called a city of brotherly love.
Now they call it shit Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
So what age did you see the death for first time?
All right, so my first time seeing death was I can't even remember the age that I was at, but my mom told me a story of somebody getting killed across the street, and I was outside playing. I don't even remember the age, but I was obviously a child because I wasn't allowed to even leave the front yard. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I heard the gunshots going off, so I started to run. And my mom said that my mom was like telling me to get down from the window. She said I laid down. By 10 seconds of me laying down, the shots hit the tree that I was in front of. Yeah, bro.
My first time seeing death, I was like 10 years old. It was like 8 a.m. I was on my way to school. It's the store I always used to stop at before I go to school and shit. So I stopped at the store, but it's like all this yellow tape around, and I'm like, what's that? So I asked my uncle, I'm like, yo, what's that? They got like a white sheet covering the body and shit. And then that was just my first time seeing death. I was just...
Did it have any impact on you?
Like, I was shocked. Like, I was a little boy. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. And I'm just seeing a dead body on the floor. Like, that shit traumatized you as a youngin'. Right. That shit really make you see things differently.
Right. And the reason why he's able to say it traumatizes him is because he's emotionally aware. Yeah. He's mentally aware. He's emotionally aware of himself and his surroundings, but I see like in a lot of rap interviews and things like that, I don't know if these niggas be trying to just be overly tough, because you know that's also what it be. It's also what it be a lot of the times. These motherfuckers be trying to be overly tough.
Like swear they got
or just swear they just the biggest demon. Yeah. So this is just for conversation's sake. I never heard this being said, but I'm just saying, motherfucker be like, oh yo, so you seen your mom get shot in her face? Yeah, did that hurt your feelings? No, I don't care. Niggas die every day. People die every day. It is what it is. Like, no, nigga, you seen your mom something like that shit to your mom, you know damn well that shit gonna fuck your head up. You get what I'm saying? For the longest, right? For example, my mom and my dad have been telling me that I needed to go get therapy, to go see a therapist, right? And they're not saying it as an insult. You know what I'm saying? They just would say like that I'll be I guess you could say paranoid, you know what I mean? Like I always, like I get mad at them when like I would like I snap on my little brother, like if at the time I don't have a house key and I told them that I'm on my way home and they don't leave the door unlocked for me, I'm snapping because I'd be like, yo, like what if somebody waiting on me, waiting at my house, or waiting down the street for me to come home? And now the time that I'm knocking on the door waiting for you to come back downstairs to get me, now I'm killed. You get what I'm saying? Put the camera down real quick.
Tell me about life, about business here.
This shit getting treacherous out here. For me, this dirty Kenzo. It don't get grimier, slimier than this. Feel me? Type shit. Right?
Yeah. How people survive.
Open drug market. Biggest open drug market in the United States.
Damn near in the world. Yeah, it's definitely a top one of the top.
How people getting money, you know, here for the, you know?
How motherfuckers be getting bread, selling drugs. Motherfuckers be tricking. They get it however they can get it. I mean, like, they suck
Jack
dick,
boys, stick up boys.
How about the drug users? How they get the money?
Yeah, like they tricking.
Tricking.
They're tricking. They stealing. They boosting. Whatever they can do, they get their fix.
Stealing from their parents. That's why a lot of them don't have their family.
All types of shit.
Yeah.
So which part of the Philly is the most dangerous in your opinion?
The most dangerous, I'd say North Philly. I mean, we in North Philly right now. Like the mayor been trying to shut this shit down. That's why it's really been chill. You come down here now, it's more kind of modern. But back then, like a year ago, bro,
just a year ago.
6-7 months ago, bro, this shit was treacherous.
All right,
thank you, bro.
Nice to meet you.
You check me in good vibes only.
Good vibes only? Are you from Poland, bro?
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Alright, brother. Yo, I'm gonna spin back when I'm done. You know what I mean? So like I was saying though, people don't even know when they need the mental help because mental health isn't a big deal in poverty-stricken communities, especially the black community and the Hispanic community.
How much money they can earn from selling drugs here? Roughly. Can you say or no? Roughly.
Roughly, it depends on what you got. You can make roughly like 800 a day if you got the type of work that the people need.
Listen.
If you only got certain shit though, you probably making like 300 a day, probably 400. It just depends on who you are and like how you move. You feel me?
What's your position in that? Like, and what position on the team you are?
Some people who trapping, like they just spending shit. They don't know how to save. They don't know nothing about money management.
But they still making the money though.
They still making it.
They still making it just because you spent. I already did my time for what I'm about to tell you about. You feel me? I also don't sell drugs anymore. You know what I'm saying? I also don't sell.
For me, it's all about money management. If you just trapping and you spending, there's no reason to trap. Like you supposed to trap to fix your situation, you feel me? To help your family do certain shit that you couldn't do before.
Alright, like I said, like my first experience was very young, but I don't remember it. My first real experience with death, I was 19, right? At 19, I was blessed to have to experience my first close death at 19, right? Or my first, well, it wasn't even my first death, but my first close murder at 19. And to a lot of kids out here, man, and what I'm about to tell you is very sad. It's heartbreaking almost, right? It's my brother, like I said, my little brother, right? So like, let's say he were some way he were to pass away in a bad way, right? Say he was murdered by somebody, right? A lot of the time that the people that are murdering, how the murders go is, you went to school with these guys.
Yeah, you either rumbled them in school and then escalated from that, or you was talking bad about them and escalated from that. But
and half the time you used to be friends with a nigga.
Real shit.
Like, you feel me?
Y'all friends, but y'all from different blocks. So now, like, you say if you beefing with his homie, now, like, since he from the same block, now he got, like, you feel me?
You gotta pick a side pretty much. It's gonna do one or two things to you experience death. It's neither gonna turn you down, it's neither gonna turn you down, it's gonna like, and when I say turn you down, it's gonna like, you know, you'll probably stay in the house a little bit more, you know what I mean, stay away from the streets a lot more, you get what I'm saying? It might make you get on a better path, or it's gonna do the opposite. A lot of the times it does the opposite, right?
How you doing? Kensington landlord here, back with another video content to bring awareness. So we got our friends from Poland here. So they came to Kensington and Allegheny to see what's going on, to bring awareness, and to, you know, I'm about to give them a little tour. Me and my friend RICCO. This is my artist / little brother, and let's go.
Okay.
I'm from G Street. I seen the whole transformation. My mother was a drug addict in the past. She been through every drug. She did cocaine, she did dope, she did Xanny, she did PCP. It ruined my life as a child, but it taught me as a man to be strong, and it made me the man that I am today. I say within like the early 2000s, it wasn't that bad out here. We was able to still go to our stores, and normally it was kind of bad, but it was kind of bad inside the blocks. It wasn't really outside in the open. And I say towards the 2000s, it started to come out. It started to be a lot worse. They stopped being in abandoned houses. They started to be outside more blatantly. And as it got worse, the cops started to allow it to happen. So therefore, they wasn't locking them up no more for using because the jails was overcrowded. So they were actually supported. So instead of they didn't want the disease to spread like HIV due to the needles, so they'll give them free needles. They'll give them free things to smoking and stuff like that. So it's bittersweet. It's good and it's also bad. So it's bad because they doing a drug, but it's good because it's clean drug they doing. Like, let me show you something real quick. Let's be fast, okay? Because they don't really like us going in there recording and just not say hi. So we can say hi, but I'm gonna show y'all a picture. It's a picture in there from the early 90s and the late 2010s where you can see the different types of people. Ready?
Yeah. Cool.
So this is like the early 2000s, Jack's bar. So you can see how the neighborhood eventually changed. It went from Caucasians to Caucasians and blacks and Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. But this bar has been here for a long time. and it's definitely a beautiful spot to come to. It's nice, calm. Even though Kensington is not really a good place right now.
Is it not changed? Because I've been like 2 years ago on my own. I mean, like I've spent 14 hours here till 2 a.m. And it was much more people outside.
A lot more.
Yeah.
But people that been down here, blood, sweat, and tears, and then you have these other people coming down here for just straight entertainment or financial gains. Yeah. And like, imagine if it were you on the other hand, if you had to, you know what I mean, grow up the way that we grow up, and somebody just gets to come down here and financially gain off of our hardships. You get what I'm saying?
This is where they sleep at nighttime. This is where they come at. Normally you would see, I say about 1,000 needle tops, orange tops in here.
And poop.
I'm actually happy that they cleaned it up and a lot of waste and a lot of pee. They actually cleaned the area up. So right now we are, I'm not saying we're getting help. So like the officers and the mayor right now, they're doing a wonderful job. They have police out here doing their job. They're just trying to, you know, tighten up the community and also, you know, fix what's going on.
Yeah.
So they starting to stop people from getting high. They starting to make sure people don't be nodding off in the middle of the street. They're starting to wake them up, and hopefully they're sending them places where they can get help. So this is Kensington and Allegheny right here. At nighttime, this is where they sleep at. When this building is closed and nobody is working, this is where they sleep at. This is where they lay at. God bless you, my brother. You hear me? Hopefully you done better your addiction. How you doing, man? Take it easy, man.
So how the government helping with people?
Okay, that's across the street. The government, how is they helping us? Yeah. So right now, the only help that they giving right now is police force. I'm alright, man. Doing a little content, man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So I got some people here from Poland, right? I got a couple ones for y'all. You hear me? How y'all feeling?
Yeah.
Around COVID time, oh my God, it was crazy. And everybody had money, so it was crazy.
It was crazy.
So they was buying everything, getting high. Everybody was like rich drug addicts around that time, man.
So how can we find your films on YouTube?
I got it under construction right now. So this is my Instagram. You can find me at. So we have some people over here that's from the neighborhood. How y'all doing?
No, tylko że widać od razu, no nie? Że są, znaczy ja widziałem od razu.
You invited. How y'all doing, man? I'll do a quick little interview of y'all, man. How you doing, brother?
Fine, I'm fine. Not right now.
You good, bro?
Yeah, paper?
Yeah,
paper.
Oh, now we talking. Now we talking. Now we talking.
That's my little sister best friend right here. Listen to me, right here, right? Yeah, we live in the same block. Listen, what part of the city you from? You from Philadelphia?
North Philly, Area Avenue,
That's right. That's my father from. So, I understand.
I started, you know, weed, drinking.
That's right.
Then, at the age of 19, I tried powder, unfortunately.
Right.
Powder.
Party at some, having a good time, some bitches and shit. You I already know how that shit going with y'all.
Yeah, get the drip.
Yeah, having a good time.
You know what I mean?
It happens.
But my days was long. I'm talking about 4 or 5 days binging.
Right.
I ain't got that run in me now.
Right, at all.
We got you.
I met my kid's mom.
So you do have some children?
Yeah, 3.
3, okay.
My oldest is 22.
Okay, and your youngest?
And they look after you, your kids?
My daughter's not talking to me because
they mad at you right now. That's okay, we understand. But look though, if you ever need any help, you know, I'm right across the street. You know, I be chilling with my family and all that shit. I don't do too much. So what's your drug of choice?
Dope, hard, and coke.
Dope, hard, and hard and coke is the same thing, but one cooked up, one not. You know what I'm saying? Awareness.
You explain the difference between coke and hard?
The effects is more stronger.
Okay.
Hard is more stronger. It hit faster because it's free base.
Okay.
Yeah.
And powder is a little more, it hit you, but not right away.
Okay.
But other than that, man, it's all the same shit.
So do you regret that you start taking drugs?
I mean, you know, it was recreational at first.
Okay.
But then it became an addiction. You know what I mean? It went from weekends to weekdays.
When did you realize that it's addiction?
It was a problem when I lost my job.
Okay.
And it went left there, you know. I put my family through a lot.
Right?
I will. I've been in rehab.
So what is that you're doing right now?
What I'm doing right now?
Yeah, and what is it?
It's dope.
Right. And
so you smoking dope?
Yeah, I'm smoking dope.
Yeah. And then how does it? Can you explain to them how you would do it with that? You know what I'm saying? Because we speaking. Because when we talking to the audience, we gotta talk to them like
we don't mix it with water. Well, you can mix it with water, but I choose not to. I like it hard. So you put it in the bubble and you smoke. You go up. It's that simple.
Right. Oh yeah, you just burn that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You burn it, you smoke the smoke that's coming off the top of it. So that's a prime example right there.
What percentage of people getting off the street?
It's very slim.
So is chance?
Yeah, there's a chance though. There's a chance. We do see people that do better, that come out here and be so happy, and sometimes we won't even recognize them. It just be a
but I also have a story of the opposite. You feel me? I seen the opposite happen, and it was sad, man.
See, I see we got an artist in our hands, man.
Yo, what's that joint called?
That's my favorite guy, man.
Some of your art.
He got some of the shows. But he got better.
I got hope.
I like that joint. I like that joint. I'll get that on the shirt. No kidding.
You might ride past and be out here doing things. Sometimes they just be enjoying themselves, drawing.
I'm just bored, bro. That's a great picture. That's gonna be great.
Enjoy your day, baby.
Y'all from Poland, you said?
Yeah.
Polish.
Are you? You speak Polish or?
Świnia.
Świnia, that's good.
My grandmother's from Poland.
Stacking up this money, number times I couldn't eat. The people that I love turn into my enemies. Switchy with the 50 shooting like this 10 of me. 762s, the shopping knock him off his feet. Tired of screeching, me crying body in the street. Alright, turn.
Just want a video.
I'm trying to get my dough right. I've been praying to the Lord to get my soul right. And it feels so right. I keep my pole tight, it guarantee me more light. Remember last year I ain't had shit. Shit a little different. They say RICCO just keep grinding, you'll be mad rich.
Yeah, let's go down there and see what's going on.
We just took the photo and we did a sign, hand sign Z.
Z.
So what does it mean?
For Zoe, for Kenzo.
Kenzo.
Yeah, cause like Kenzo is abbreviation for Kensington, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My homie Skrilla really had us starting to do it. You know what I mean? A lot of the times I've actually seen like Haitians do it, like Kodak Black and things like that. I usually see him do that type of things. But I mean, my man Skrilla adopted it and he made it popular out here.
How long time you know him, Skrilla?
Skrilla, actually, so I was introduced to Skrilla from my big brother. That was just on camera. So yeah. I know Skrilla about like 3-4 years now. This is what I'll say about Skrilla. Skrilla will always be on top. He will always be on top and he will always continue to prosper. Not because that's my friend and not because he's from my neighborhood. And I would probably say that just because of that too. You know what I mean? But that's not why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because he is one of the most genuine people that I've ever met in general, let alone rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like y'all just seen, I make music myself. You get what I'm saying? I make music myself and I've been in West Hollywood. I stayed at West Hollywood a couple different times with Chief Keef and them. Yeah. I don't know if you know who Chief Keef is. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, so Chief Keef. From
Chicago, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Chief Keef, he had his cousin pick me up. His cousin Antonio Strong.
Oh, that's a lot.
We're doing a documentary interview type thing.
Oh, no problem. Walk. Y'all gotta walk. I can't be there.
Like the Three Stooges just coming over here all hyping and busting.
And I'm from Poland and I'm trying to show to my viewers, you know, the life here, real life.
Yeah, I mean, if you ain't from here, don't come here. But the good thing about this joint though, I mean, it's chilling out here. You know, it's a lot of kids out here that like to play on the streets. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, it's not no too much. It's real love out here. Yeah. Matter if it's a lot of people out here leaning and shit like that. It's real, like it's a lot of love out this joint.
No więc czystki się robią trochę w tym Kensington. No tak jak mówiłem, co róg to są, no może nie na każdym rogu, ale na większości są właśnie dealerzy. No, ludzie podchodzą, kupują normalnie. No nie mogłem tego nakręcić oczywiście, ale byliśmy tego świadkami. Rozmawialiśmy z jednym dealerem, prawda, kiedy wziąłem kamerę w dół, więc tak to tutaj wygląda. Ale jest całkowicie inaczej, jest naprawdę poprawa mega. Tutaj była taka maszyna, no nie, w nocy, tak. Gdzieś na tej ulicy i stali tak ludzie, kurde, jak zombie. No rzeczywiście, policji jest podobno, że jest, no było 40, a teraz jest chyba 130, tak mi się wydaje. W tym nie pamiętam ilu tam ochotników, ale to mniejsze z tym, no ale jest na pewno dużo więcej policji. No, tak jak tutaj widać dwóch, tam kilku, non-stop widać, więc no.
Przez nowego majora.
Tak. Jak byliśmy tutaj też w sklepie, są 2 dni temu, to mówił pan, że 75% biznesów tutaj jest już zlikwidowanych. No, więc, ale nie jest już tak źle. Nie wiem, na niektórych może robić wrażenie, na mnie akurat nie robi. Wtedy, że staliśmy gdzieś tutaj na tej ulicy w nocy, no i widzieliśmy, jak samochody podjeżdżały i brali dziewczyny, no i wiadomo, na seks, czy tam na nie, ręką zrobienie. Rozmawiałem z jedną dziewczyną, to była naprawdę strasznie śmierdziała, była osikana w takich dresach, pamiętam, że jasnych, szarych. No, z tego co pamiętam, to mówiła, że no nie ma rodziny, więc tak trochę smutne, że przyjeżdżali tacy jakieś kurwa żonate chuje i tanim kosztem ulżyli sobie, żeby kurwa za $5 czy za 10. My chyba jesteśmy właśnie w tym Fishtown teraz, tak szczerze mówiąc.
Tak.
Ale dobra, no, walić to. Nic, my wracamy do Chicago. Już tam dorzuciłem kilka właśnie filmów sprzed 2 lat, żeby widać różnicę. Tam chodziłem też w nocy, ale nie nagrało mi się dobrze, bo miałem bluzę i zrobiłem sobie nożem dziurę, wrzuciłem tam kamerę, trzymałem, ale słabo się nagrało, bo to było w nocy właśnie, bez lampy, no to wiadomo, więc dziadosło wyszło. Nie pamiętam powodu, dlaczego nie wydałem tego filmu, chyba nie byłem zadowolony. Trochę byłem też z tym zszokowany wtedy. Byliśmy obydwoje zszokowani, bo to naprawdę był obraz całkowicie inny niż teraz jest. Wygląda na to, że no, czystki pewnie tutaj zrobią według mnie, bo to nie jest nawet, nie wiem, w 10% to co było. Wiadomo. No, jest jak jest. Pewnie będą tutaj youtuberzy jeszcze przyjeżdżać i opowiadać, robić filmy, bo jest to inaczej niż w Polsce. Też dobrze, że robią, no bo taka przestroga, do czego to wszystko prowadzi.